Memory. It's the one thing seniors fear losing most. The ability to remember names, recognize faces, recall important moments, and hold on to life stories. As the years pass, memory can slip, sometimes slowly, sometimes rapidly, leaving many older adults feeling like they're losing not just their past, but their independence. But what if one of the most powerful tools to fight memory loss wasn't in a prescription bottle, but right in your kitchen? What if something as simple, as small, and as sweet as a blueberry could help protect your brain and sharpen your memory? That's exactly what scientists are discovering. Blueberries aren't just another fruit, they're packed with special compounds that work directly on the brain. These compounds improve blood flow, protect brain cells, and boost the signals that control memory and learning. Study after study is showing that seniors who eat blueberries regularly perform better on memory tests, stay sharper longer, and even show healthier brain scans. This isn't hype, this is real science. Researchers at Tufts University and Harvard have documented the effects of blueberries on older adults, proving they can delay cognitive decline by several years. In plain language, that means blueberries don't just taste good, they may actually slow down the clock on memory loss. And here's the best part. Unlike complicated treatments or expensive supplements, blueberries are simple, no side effects, no confusion, just a natural fruit you can eat fresh, frozen, or blended into your daily meals. Think about it. Instead of worrying about whether your memory will hold up at the next family gathering, imagine being confident. Instead of struggling to recall where you put your glasses, instead of watching memories fade, imagine protecting them with something as easy as a handful of blueberries a day. That's the promise we're exploring today. Because while aging is unavoidable, memory loss doesn't have to be. With the right habits and the right foods, you can strengthen your brain and preserve your independence. In this video, we're uncovering the 7 powerful ways blueberries protect the brain and fight memory loss in seniors. From boosting recall to shielding against Alzheimer's, these tiny fruits pack more brain power than almost any other food on the planet. By the end, you'll see why doctors and nutrition experts call blueberries brain berries, and why seniors everywhere should make them a daily habit. Because here's the truth, your memories are priceless, and blueberries might be the simplest way to keep them safe. And the first benefit we'll explore is one that matters most: how blueberries improve memory recall in seniors. Benefit number 1, blueberries and memory recall. The first way blueberries protect the brain is by improving memory recall, the ability to bring back information when you need it most. As we age, recall becomes one of the earliest challenges. You meet someone new and instantly forget their name. You walk into a room and can't remember why. You know you had something on your mind, but it slips away before you can catch it. For many seniors, these little lapses feel frustrating and sometimes frightening. This is where blueberries come in. Research shows that compounds in blueberries, especially anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color, work directly in memory-related areas of the brain. These compounds improve communication between neurons, the brain's tiny messengers, making it easier for your brain to store and retrieve information. In one landmark study, older adults who ate blueberries daily performed better on memory tests compared to those who didn't. They were able to recall word lists, names, and tasks more accurately. Even more exciting, brain scans revealed increased activity in the hippocampus, the very part of the brain responsible for memory formation. In simple terms, blueberries help keep the memory center of your brain more active and efficient. Think about what that means in everyday life. Instead of blanking on a conversation, you remember the details. Instead of forgetting appointments, you recall them without constant reminders. Instead of feeling embarrassed in social situations, you stay confident, sharp, and engaged. The regret comes for those who treat memory loss as just part of aging. Yes, it's common, but it's not untouchable. Small habits, like eating blueberries regularly, can give your brain the tools it needs to fight back. The fix? Make blueberries a consistent part of your diet. A cup a day, fresh, frozen, or blended into yogurt or oatmeal, is enough to make a real difference over time. Because here's the truth, your memories are treasures, and with blueberries, you have a natural, delicious way to keep those treasures within reach. And while memory recall is the first big win, the second benefit goes even further, helping seniors improve focus and concentration in their daily lives. Benefit number 2, focus and concentration support. The second way blueberries strengthen the brain is by improving focus and concentration. The ability to stay sharp, alert, and engaged in the moment. For many seniors, concentration becomes harder with age. You sit down to read and your mind wanders. You start a task but get distracted before finishing it. You try to follow a conversation in a noisy room and the words seem to slip away. These lapses can make everyday life more stressful and frustrating, especially when multitasking becomes nearly impossible. Blueberries help fight this decline by supporting blood flow to the brain. The antioxidants in blueberries improve circulation, ensuring that the brain gets a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. Better circulation means more energy for the brain to process information and stay alert. But it doesn't stop there. Blueberries also influence neurotransmitters, the brain chemicals that control focus, attention, and mood. In particular, they boost dopamine activity, which helps with motivation and concentration. That's why after eating blueberries regularly, many seniors report not just better memory, but also clearer thinking and less mental fatigue. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed blueberry supplements had significantly better attention and mental processing speed compared to those who didn't. In plain words, their brain stayed on task longer and worked faster. Imagine what that means in daily life. Reading the newspaper without rereading the same line 5 times, finishing tasks around the house without constant breaks, staying mentally present with family, friends, and grandchildren. The regret comes for those who ignore these subtle changes, chalking up wandering thoughts and mental fog as something they can't control. But with a simple habit like eating blueberries, they could sharpen their mental edge and regain confidence. The fix? Add blueberries into the times of day when you need focus most. Try them in the morning with breakfast for sharper concentration during the day, or as an afternoon snack to fight off mental fatigue. Because here's the truth, focus is the foundation of independence, and blueberries give your brain the fuel it needs to stay steady, sharp, and in control. And while better concentration makes life easier, the third benefit is even more powerful. Blueberries' ability to slow down age-related cognitive decline. Benefit number 3, slowing cognitive decline. The third way blueberries protect the brain is by slowing age-related cognitive decline, the gradual loss of thinking skills that many seniors fear most. Cognitive decline doesn't happen overnight. It starts quietly. You notice it's harder to plan your day. Problem solving takes longer. Here's the good news. Blueberries appear to slow this process at the root. The antioxidants in blueberries don't just fight free radicals, they actually reduce inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of cognitive decline. It weakens connections between brain cells and accelerates the breakdown of tissue in critical areas like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. By calming that inflammation, blueberries protect the very structures that keep your thinking sharp. Research supports this. A long-term study from Harvard showed that women who ate more blueberries and strawberries delayed cognitive decline by as much as 2.5 years. That's extra years of independence, extra years of clear thinking, extra years of holding on to the mental sharpness that aging tries to take away. Blueberries also stimulate the growth of new neurons, a process called neurogenesis. This is huge because for decades, scientists believed the brain couldn't grow new cells in old age. Now we know it can. And blueberries are one of the foods that encourage it. More neurons mean stronger learning, better memory, and a slower slide into decline. For seniors, this means real hope. Instead of losing independence year by year, blueberries give the brain tools to stay resilient. Imagine holding on to your mental sharpness not just for months, but for years longer. All because of a daily fruit habit. The regret comes for those who don't act early. But with blueberries, the earlier you start, the more protection you build. The fix: make blueberries part of your routine before problems start. Consistency matters most. Not just a handful once in a while, but steady daily nourishment for your brain. Because here's the truth, aging may push your brain toward decline, but blueberries help push back, giving you more time, more clarity, and more control over your future. And while slowing decline is powerful, the fourth benefit of blueberries goes even deeper. Strengthening the communication lines between brain cells themselves. Benefit number 4, boosting brain cell communication. The fourth way blueberries support brain health is by boosting communication between brain cells. Your brain is like a massive network of highways. Billions of neurons send signals back and forth every second, controlling memory, focus, mood, and learning. When those connections are strong, information flows smoothly. But with age, those highways start to break down. Signals move slower, pathways weaken, and the result is mental fog, forgetfulness, and slower thinking. Blueberries help strengthen these communication lines. The anthocyanins and other polyphenols in blueberries don't just protect neurons, they actually improve synaptic plasticity. That's the brain's ability to form new connections and strengthen existing ones. Think of it like patching cracks in the highway and building new bridges so traffic flows faster. In fact, animal studies have shown that diets rich in blueberries improved learning and coordination by enhancing neuron communication, and human trials echo the same results. Seniors who consumed blueberries regularly showed faster mental processing and better accuracy on cognitive tests. Their brains weren't just healthier, they were literally firing messages more efficiently. For seniors, this matters in daily life. Stronger connections mean you can process information quicker, remember conversations more clearly, and adapt to new challenges more easily. Whether it's learning to use a new phone, remembering directions, or following along in group discussions, communication between brain cells is the key. The regret comes for those who let their mental highways crumble without support. The fix: consistency. Once again, a steady intake of blueberries provides the compounds your brain needs to maintain its communication lines. Fresh, frozen, or blended. The form doesn't matter, but the habit does. Because here's the truth, a sharp mind depends on strong connections, and blueberries give your brain the building blocks to keep those connections alive. And while better communication between brain cells keeps your mind sharp day to day, the fifth benefit of blueberries may be the most life-changing of all: their potential to protect against dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Benefit number 5, protecting against dementia and Alzheimer's. The fifth way blueberries strengthen the brain is by offering protection against dementia and Alzheimer's disease, two of the most devastating conditions seniors face. Dementia doesn't just affect memory, it takes away independence, personality, and connection with loved ones. Alzheimer's, the most common form of dementia, is progressive and heartbreaking, slowly erasing the mind while leaving the body behind. For families, it's one of the hardest journeys to witness. But here's the remarkable truth: science suggests blueberries may help slow the processes that fuel these diseases. The compounds in blueberries, particularly anthocyanins, reduce the buildup of toxic proteins in the brain, such as beta-amyloid plaques. These plaques are strongly linked to Alzheimer's progression. By slowing their formation, blueberries help protect neurons from damage and keep brain pathways clearer for longer. Blueberries also fight oxidative stress and inflammation, two major drivers of dementia. Oxidative stress weakens brain cells, while inflammation disrupts communication between neurons. Over time, both pave the way for cognitive decline. Blueberries act as a natural defense, calming inflammation and protecting cells from stress-related damage. In one clinical study, older adults with mild cognitive impairment, often considered a precursor to dementia, showed significant improvement in memory and brain function after consuming blueberries daily for several months. Brain scans even revealed increased activity in regions tied to memory and learning. That's not just theory, that's visible proof that blueberries can make a difference in human brains already showing signs of decline. For seniors, this benefit is monumental. It's not about curing Alzheimer's or reversing dementia, but about slowing the clock. Every year of sharper memory, every month of independence, every extra day of connection with loved ones is priceless. The fix: add blueberries into your life now, not later. The earlier and more consistently you use them, the more protection you build. Because here's the truth: dementia and Alzheimer's may be powerful, but they're not inevitable. And blueberries give your brain one of the simplest, most natural shields against them. And while protecting against dementia is life-changing, the sixth benefit of blueberries supports another crucial area of brain health: reducing stress and anxiety in the aging brain. Benefit number 6, reducing stress and anxiety in the brain. For seniors, stress doesn't always look the same as it does for younger people. It's not just about busy schedules or work deadlines. It's about worrying over health, finances, family, or the future. Add to that the loneliness many older adults face, and anxiety becomes a heavy, constant burden. The problem: chronic stress and anxiety don't just affect mood, they physically damage the brain. They shrink key memory regions, weaken connections, and accelerate cognitive decline. But here's where blueberries shine again. Their antioxidants help regulate cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. High cortisol over time eats away at the hippocampus, the memory center of the brain. Blueberries lower oxidative stress, calming the brain's response and protecting these vulnerable areas. Even more, blueberries boost levels of serotonin and dopamine, brain chemicals that influence mood, motivation, and relaxation. That's why many people who add blueberries into their diet regularly report feeling calmer, more balanced, and less mentally fatigued. Science supports supports this. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Neuroscience found that adults who consumed blueberry supplements showed improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety. Another study linked blueberry intake to greater resilience against stress, meaning the brain could handle challenges without as much damage. For seniors, this matters deeply. Less stress means clearer thinking. Lower anxiety means more restful sleep. A calmer brain means better memory, steadier moods, and greater confidence in daily life. Imagine facing challenges, medical appointments, financial worries, family issues, with more clarity and less overwhelm. Imagine waking up refreshed instead of drained, with a brain that feels steady and strong. That's the gift blueberries can help provide. The fix: make blueberries a calming ritual. Add them to your breakfast or enjoy them in the evening as a light snack. Over time, they'll help lower the invisible weight stress places on the brain. Because here's the truth: peace of mind isn't just about attitude, it's about biology. And blueberries give your brain the chemistry it needs to stay calm, strong, and protected. And while lowering stress keeps the brain steady, the seventh and final benefit goes beyond mood, helping seniors maintain independence and daily function. Benefit number 7, supporting independence and daily function. The seventh way blueberries strengthen the brain is by supporting independence and daily function. For seniors, independence is everything. It's not just about big milestones. It's about the ability to cook meals, manage finances, remember medications, drive safely, and keep up with conversations. But here's the hopeful truth: blueberries can help protect the mental sharpness seniors need to stay self-reliant. By boosting memory recall, improving focus, and slowing cognitive decline, blueberries directly support the skills required for daily living. Stronger brain cell communication means clearer decision making. Lower stress and anxiety means steadier moods and better problem solving. Protection against dementia and Alzheimer's means holding on to independence for years longer. Research proves this connection. Seniors who consume blueberries in clinical trials didn't just perform better on memory tests. They also reported improvements in daily functioning. Things like remembering appointments, following through on tasks, and handling responsibilities became easier. That translates directly into confidence and independence. The regret comes when independence is lost too soon. When seniors dismiss small lapses as normal aging and don't take steps to protect their brains, they often find themselves relying on others faster than they expected. Once independence slips, it's hard to get it back. The fix: start with simple daily habits that protect brain health, and blueberries should be at the top of that list. They're affordable, accessible, and scientifically proven to help maintain the very abilities that keep seniors living on their own terms. Because here's the truth: independence isn't about age, it's about ability. And by supporting the brain in 7 powerful ways, blueberries help seniors hold on to the freedom to live, think, and thrive with confidence. Now you've seen them: the 7 powerful ways blueberries protect the brain and fight memory loss. Think about what that means. For years, we've been told that memory loss is inevitable, that losing focus, forgetting details, and watching independence slip away is just part of aging. But the science behind blueberries tells a different story. It shows that with the right foods, the right habits, and the right consistency, you can slow the clock. You can protect your brain. You can hold on to the memories and independence that matter most. The beauty of it? Blueberries are simple. No prescriptions, no complicated side effects, no waiting rooms or insurance bills, just a natural fruit that's been sitting in grocery stores all along. A fruit that scientists are now calling one of the most powerful brain protectors on Earth. But here's the problem: too many people don't take advantage of it. They eat blueberries once in a while, never building the daily habit that makes the difference. And by the time memory loss sets in, they regret not starting sooner. The fix is within your reach. Add blueberries to your day, in cereal, in smoothies, in yogurt, or just by the handful. Fresh, frozen, even dried, they all carry the compounds your brain craves. What matters most isn't how you eat them, but that you eat them often. Because here's the truth: aging may try to dim your memory, but you don't have to sit back and let it happen. You have tools, you have choices, and blueberries are one of the most powerful natural tools you can use to keep your brain sharp. Your memories are priceless. Your independence is irreplaceable. Don't wait until they slip away to start protecting them. Make blueberries part of your daily life now and give your brain the best chance to stay clear, strong, and alive for years to come. Because sometimes the smallest fruit can deliver the biggest protection, and blueberries may be the brain's best defense against memory loss.